Welcome back. Today's topic is how to learn quick. Alright, so basically, I'm going to give you the reasons why you must learn quick, okay, and how to learn quick. Alright, so basically, what you want to do is you want to go on audible.com, www.audible.com, and start buying books. Alright, personal development. Mainly finance, okay? Spiritual is also very good for the soul. Leadership and business. These are the topics that you must read, because there's a whole lot of information there that's going to help you progress in life. Alright, so how do you learn quick? Alright, so I'm listening to a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Alright, and basically I have 2 years under my belt. Alright, so I've been reading for 2 years. One month and 7 days, 13 hours. Alright, so which works out to be over 888 hours. Alright, so what happens is the longer you read in life, the quicker you're going to learn in life. The quicker you're going to apply information in life. Okay, so basically what you want to do is you also want to do the Gaya Mudra, and you want to listen to the information, to what you're hearing, with your heart, with your mind, and with the Gaya Mudra. So you're listening, you're observing, you're analyzing, but you're also feeling it. You're feeling what the person is saying. You're feeling, alright, he said this. I take that into my heart while he says it. And then I'm focused. My mind is focused on something else, right? So my mind is thinking of linking information while I'm listening to this type of information. So what have I heard before that can connect the dots in my mind so that I can get a better view on this type of information? So based on the recollection of my past learning experiences, what have I learned from the past to apply and learn quicker the information that I'm hearing now. So I'm applying different scenarios and different sorts of information with different things from the past, what I've learned from the past. Alright, but basically all you want to do is you just want to learn, right? You just want to listen to an audiobook. It's the best way to read these days. Audiobook is the number one option today, because a lot of people don't have time to go for a 300-page book. They look at the 300-page book and they're like, how am I going to get through this? But that 300-page book is actually 10 hours listening. Okay, so if you put it in hours, yeah, I can do 10 hours. I can do 1 hour here, 1 hour here, 1 hour here. So you'll roughly see how long it will take you to read that 300-page book. Alright, so what I'm trying to say is that when you see a book 300 pages or 200 pages, 300 pages, basically you start getting overwhelmed. You have to read physically, you have to turn the pages, you have to go back to some information and read again, and also there's no one reading it to you. You're not reading the author's tonalities and how they speak that information, and it doesn't come off across as a lecture when you are reading a physical paper book. Alright, so the best information and the best way of reading is through listening. So I just want to explain that people go to seminars. They go to seminars, to listen, to see the author, someone who's made millions, right? Made millions, is worth a lot, has good financial intelligence, right? And he's going to speak on something, on a book he wrote, right? Because he wants to make you successful, right? So he's not going to literally read from a book and be like, oh, no, or then no, like it doesn't happen. He speaks like this, like I am. So when I'm speaking like this, it's like you are reading something, right? So what I'm trying to say is that when you start reading audiobooks, the longer you read, the more your subconscious mind is going to pick up information faster. So if you read 100,000 words, right, Maybe you had very big problems with reading those 100,000 words. Maybe you didn't incorporate everything, but when you read a million words, okay, you read a million words, how much your intelligence has broadened, right? You've increased your financial intelligence and IQ, right? Like, and plus you can also apply this information in your life. You know, it doesn't always have to be just reading, reading, reading. You can start applying it in life, like I am today, like I'm teaching you right now. You know, I'm applying information that I've learned to help you, to help benefit you in life. Okay, I'm telling you the fastest way to read it today. So basically, you're doing the Gaya Mudra. You don't even have to do the Gaya Mudra, but I choose because after 888 hours, when I do the Gaya Mudra, I am suddenly in a wisdom state. Yes, I want wisdom. Come on, come at me, come at me. You know, so I'm reading. My mind is going places. Robert Kiyosaki is talking about properties here. What the poor and middle class don't know about the rich, and then my mind's going this way and this way, but my heart is absorbing that information, and then the Gaya Mudra that I'm doing is helping me expand my own mindset, and when I'm doing the Gaya Mudra, it's like I am all the knowledge that I have and all my learning experiences I'm putting into my brain and applying it with the knowledge I am hearing, so that I can learn faster, so that I am able to. So when I do the Gaya Mudra, what happens is I suddenly am a faster learner because I'm doing the Gaya Mudra. Because I want wisdom. I want wisdom, and I want wisdom, right? So another way, for example, now the Gaya Mudra, I'm doing it. You know, I'm speaking. I'm looking for more wisdom to give you, right? Because when you do the Gaya Mudra, you are vibrating. You're not so much vibrating, but it's you're in a higher state in life. It's like all the knowledge that you have in your mind has come together, and then you just boom, 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 boom. You apply, you learn. You know, you grow. You know, you apply the information, you absorb the information with your heart. Your mind is searching for experiences, connecting the dots. All right, you're looking, you're imaginating. You know, you're like imagination. You're working your imagination with your conscious mind. Your subconscious is interpreting something different. And what happens is, when you do the Gaya Mudra and all this together, you suddenly have a much more better learning experience. You are just, I hear the information. Yes, wow, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I didn't know that before. Explain some more to me. You know, oh, this is awesome. Yes, I have to apply that somewhere in my life. You know, I'm going to use this information to better someone else, right? And then I'm going to become a teacher in front of the camera, and I'm going to tell someone this information because it's going to be beneficial, right? So I'm just saying, but I want to say that the longer you read, the better learner you are. So what you can do also is you can do the Gaya Mudra, and you can say to yourself, when I do the Gaya Mudra, I am accepting the information. So you accept the Gaya when you're listening to the information's coming, and when you're doing the Gaya Mudra, you're accepting everything that's coming to you, everything you're hearing. Okay. So what happens is when you absorb the information with your heart and the Gaya Mudra, you're telling your mind, I accept this information because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it in the future. All right. So, and then the more information you have, the easier it's going to be for you to learn later on. The more you're going to the more you're going to be able to process that information, and the more you're going to be able to recall, the better memory you're going to have in the future. The more information you have, the more information you are able to learn on the spot. So the more you absorb that information, and you will be able to recall that information. So the more information you have in your mind, okay, the more you'll be able to learn information on the spot. Okay, so for example, you might start, you read 100,000 words for the first 10 hours or whatever. Okay, and then what happens is you maybe record 5% of it. Okay, but then when you read a million words, what happened, or a bit more, so probably 15 million words, okay, what happens is later on you can recall maybe 40% of what you just heard. You start recalling information, what's been said to you in the past. Okay, I know because I've written a book, 2017 Life Transforming Quotes for 2017, which I am going to get into an audio book, and I'm going to put it on Audible, iTunes, and Amazon, and I'm going to spread it worldwide, because this is going to help everyone with their mindsets, give them life lessons that I've learned in my life that I've applied, okay, and to better everyone's lifestyle, because this book that I've written is going to apply in a lot of people's lives and better their mentality and get them on the road to success. Okay, so yeah, so with that information, with the quote book, see, I was recalling information that I've read in the past, so that I could apply it in the present moment, so that I can in the future help someone else with that information. But the important information is that I was applying that information. Okay, and when I apply it, I've actually learnt that information. I've learnt it. It's in my mind. You know, I've benefited someone else because I've applied it. You know, and what I'm saying is that the more you read, the more you are going to be able to speak, write, speak successfully, teach. You know, be intelligent. Get to know a lot of people. Your networking is going to skyrocket. You're going to show more gratitude. You're going to show more empathy in life. You're gonna come off as a leader in life. You know, you're gonna open up your own business. You know, you're gonna start teaching. You're gonna be in front of the camera, maybe even public speak in front of 60,000 people. You know, you're gonna get to know millionaires. You know, you're gonna get to know millionaires. You know, you're gonna expand your business. You're gonna start marketing what you do. You know, it gets exciting. The more information you know and you apply to your life by teaching it, right? What happens is you start expanding, you start building your own business, you start helping a lot of people on the journey to success. The most important journey is right now. This moment you must enjoy, because if you don't enjoy this moment, then what's to say you're going to enjoy the next moment and the next moment and the next moment? You have to be grateful every day in your life. You have to come off across as grateful to yourself for being alive today, for having a family, for living in the home you live today, for the friends in your life, for the people you meet in the future, for the people you have met in your past life. You have to be grateful for all this. You know, this is all a learning experience. Life is a learning experience. You know, I'm always growing in life. I'm always reading. I read 1 hour minimum a day. I have to read 1 hour a day. Sometimes I go further. I read 4 hours a day. I read 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day. I read 9 hours a day. I read 9 hours when I can do it, because I motivate myself. I have a desire for success. I want to succeed. You know, a lot of people today are not reading. They're working 9 to 5. They're working 9 to 5, paying bills to pay bills. They're working 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, and then they pay 70% to the bills. You know, they got a mortgage. They're in debt, $500,000, $300,000 in debt. You know, so, you know, I'm very privileged, and I'm very grateful that I started learning. You know, I started growing. I started getting more intellectual in life. And because I'm learning, I'm picking up other people's experiences, and then I don't have to make the same mistakes someone else has. You know? So I want to point you also to Robert Kiyosaki's series. He's got a series. He's got first book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Read that book, because it's finance IQ. It's going to really help you in life to financial freedom. Okay? It's going to explain to you about assets and building a business, and also what his rich dad said. I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but I'm going to say that he's going to teach you some how to invest money, what to do with your money, how to save more money. You know, so basically, how I want to end this is I want to tell you that it's very important to read. You must read, because if you don't, you're going to fall behind in information. You're going to believe what other people say, and you're going to go do something that someone else wants you to do. And what I'm saying is, when you read, you pick up information, right? And you can straight away tell if that information is good or not. All right, and you sort of, you build yourself good judgment in life. You're improving yourself. You're developing yourself. You're maturing yourself. You have more wisdom in life, and the more you read, the more you are gonna be able to pick up information quickly. You're gonna be quick about it. You're gonna be quick. So you read something, you just listen to something on the spot. Yes, I recall that. With something else that I've read, and then like you start picking up the information. You start connecting the dots. Everything that everyone is saying in life. Okay, and then you process information much faster the more information you know. Okay, it's just the way it goes. There's a big difference between someone who has read 2 years consistent every day for 1 year, 1 hour, than to someone who has worked a 9 to 5 job and hasn't read at all. There's a big difference. This person on the right, who has read for 1 year, for 2 years every day consistently, is going to be much more effective and is going to be much more valuable to everyone else than a person just working for paying off their house and for their own pleasure. Okay, a person that's learned something in life lessons from personal experience, and that has learned something valuable to say to myself, I've learned something valuable, I teach it to you, and then you go and teach someone else. Okay, that's the whole point of it, to share information. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that someone who has learned something is much more valuable, that keeps learning something, right, that has a lot of information to give out, is much more valuable to everyone else than a person who hasn't read anything, okay, or it doesn't read. All right, straight away you can tell straight away that someone who has read for 2 years is much smarter, is much more experience in life about the things he's went through, and through the information he's learnt, and is much more able to teach you something that's going to be valuable to your life for your good judgment than someone who hasn't read and doesn't know. Okay? Alright? So I also want to say that if you are reading, the more you read, okay, there's a quote that says, the more I read, the more I don't know. The more I don't know. Okay? So you see someone that's reading, and they say, I don't know a lot. I don't know heaps. Because there's so much information, there's so much, it's unlimited. Compared to someone that doesn't read and thinks they know everything already. They don't read, and they think they know everything there is to know. Right? And a person who has read 3 years, 4 years, is going to tell you that they know less and less. That they don't know everything there is to know. They keep open-minded though. They keep reading and reading and reading, because they want to mature, they want to develop, they want to better themselves, and they want to better other people's lives, and they want to better other people's mentalities, and also benefit his mentality or her mentality while reading. Okay, so reading is a very beneficial. It's very beneficial to your life. It's going to enrich your life. You're going to be able to stand up in front of the camera, and you're going to be able to network with people. You're going to be grateful. You're going to be compassionate. You're going to be kind. You're going to be loving. You're going to have intellect. You're going to have intellect. You're going to connect with millionaires, leaders. Connect with a lot of people. You won't do wrong in the world. Like, you may make a mistake, yes, but a mistake is not necessarily a wrong thing. It could be just like I made a mistake in my speech. It's not wrong. So I want to say that when you read, you're going to grow into the person you want to be. And Robert Kiyosaki said, that when you have information, when when you have financial IQ, and when you read a lot, that's the most important information that's going to make you rich in life. The information that you know. Okay. So I want to say that keep reading, because if you don't read, start reading. You know, Audible.com, $15 a book. Invest in yourself. You know, have you heard that saying? Invest in yourself. Invest in your mentality, in the way you speak, in the way you write, whatever you're interested in. I told you already. Finance, personal development, spiritual, business, leadership. Get into finance first, because this is very important. It's going to help you to invest in life, to build assets in your life, and you're going to go on the road to financial freedom. You know, and that's what I want for you. I want you to have wealth, and I want you to be financially free in life. And financial intelligence is the way to do it. I also say it in my book, Ultimate Road to Success. I point people to financial intelligence. Read Financial Intelligence. Robert Kiyosaki has about 6-7 books in financial intelligence. You know, he's got the time rolling. You know, people are slowly gonna come to his books. He's a best-selling author today in the world. You know, his books are made millions of dollars, over $30 million. You know, he's going to tell you how to succeed. And if he comes in your area, search up Robert Kiyosaki, your area. You know, he's probably holding a seminar sometime. You know, maybe this year, maybe next year. You know, go to finance seminars. You always have them in your area, okay? And build your knowledge up. Get smart. You know, the more you learn, the more you're gonna learn. And the more you are going to be open-minded, and the more you're going to better your life, because the more you know, the more you can do. Okay? Alright, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you for watching this video. I hope you have learned something, and I hope to see you back on another video of mine. If you are watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my videos if you've learned something. And I'm also going to create more videos for you in the future. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.